Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to give you guys a recap of today's session and what I'm currently watching right now. So first things first, a general overview. What we saw today was a pretty brutal day for most of the market. The AI trade especially took a beating with semiconductors in the memory trade. We covered SanDisk on yesterday's video as that 1800 spot to be a rejection zone or a pause spot. And I was actually long a position in SNDQ overnight, and I covered that in the morning as SanDisk was down 10% today. And the entire memory trade was down, with STX down 10% as well. WDC down 7 to 8%, as you can see. And then DRAM was down as well, 9%. On top of that, we covered SMH in yesterday's video. Where's that? SOXX. SOXX. And yeah, I made a prediction that it's going to pull back into that zone. And it did retest the moving averages today, the 21 and the 50 EMAs. And it kind of swept that zone for now. It filled. Actually, there's no gap there. I mean, it got into that zone, but no reaction or anything yet. I mean, not really a bounce or anything, and not even any crazy volume either. About an average day worth of volume on SOXX. So interested now to see where this will go from here. Again, I reiterated in the last video how I'm not a fan of this chart one bit. I think it's eerily similar to 2024, and it doesn't look good. So if you want to get more thoughts on semis, look at my last video that I posted yesterday. I don't like this at all. Now to go into some other names, the general indexes, the SPY was down 0.7% today. Pretty bloody day in the market, honestly, for just this much of a sell on the SPY. I mean, obviously the SPY doesn't get hit as hard as the tech index like the QQQ does. The Qs were down 1.7% today. But still, structure is still valid. These charts, like, they look fine. But again, in today's market, now you get a 1 or 2% pullback in the index. The stock that you own is going to be down 20%. So dispersion is crazy. A 1% pullback in the index will kill your stock. So you got to be careful in that sense. But on just the index itself, it's still pretty healthy. Still haven't tested the 21 EMA yet. So relatively healthy still. Now looking at Korea, again, gap and fade, but still nothing crazy. I mean, still above the 21 and 8 EMAs, but rejected at the 50 EMA. The Dow has pulled back into the 21 EMA, and there is some support down here. A little bit. IWM was significantly weaker today, 1.3% down, as it's been probably the strongest index all year. Showed a little bit of weakness today. Volume picked up a little bit, but still below average. We've been seeing super low volume in the indexes as of late, so even SPY couldn't even hit its daily average today. In spite of this being a down session, the Qs exceeded it, but the Qs usually gets a little bit more volume than the SPY. The VIX is now back around 16. I talked about UVIX as a possible trade in my Twitter, but I didn't take it personally. A little bit of a bounce, UVIX 45 to 47, but did not take it myself. Bitcoin, definitely relative strength today. I like how crypto is shaping up. Was strong today with the rest of the market being weak. I like to see that. On top of that, another one I was watching was Solana. Solana pushed through that pivot at 76.5. Looks good. ETH also looks pretty good as well. Just coiling up. I mean, I would think it's going to test that 200-day moving average pretty soon. Looks coiled for sure. Like the setup there. And I'm long some ETHU as well. The 2x long Ethereum. Got long that this morning. I'm long ETHU at about at 15.9 to 15.95. Between that 5-cent range, I'm long in a couple of accounts. In that crypto space as well, I wanted to say that MicroStrategy is one I'm also long. Unfortunately, This thing trades like pure garbage, and I don't know why I'm long, but I'm long the stock. I'm prepared to be disappointed, but I thought it's been in a range. I covered it in the last video. It's been in a range for the last 2 months now. And if I'm bullish on crypto, I think crypto is going to break out to the upside. I would think this will follow with it as well. Being coiled this long, it's probably going to resolve in a major fashion pretty soon. Was thinking, okay, we can risk a weekly close below 90 and target well up above 110. So solid risk to reward on MSTR. Just need to see tomorrow, just reclaim this level, reclaim 93 and just hold up decently, and then everything is fine. Structure is repaired for now. Next up would be Coinbase. It's not here. Coinbase. Looks like it's starting to curl down actually. But still, I mean, again, I think crypto matters the most. What the actual coins are doing is going to matter the most compared to this. So if crypto can move up, this should probably follow right after. Coinbase. Some other ones. VG started moving today nicely. It was up 3%. Been covering that. SoFi I sold off a little bit today, but still relatively intact chart. NVO, solid strength today, exactly what I wanted to see, reclaiming that level. The weekly chart looks a lot better now. Just want to see it continue to show strength. If the market shows weakness, would be a good sign, but I do like how NVO is acted today. Vistra, I did not like how it sold off today, but still the weekly chart is still yet to close, so as long as the weekly chart can hold above that 142, 143 spot, I'm going to stay in the trade. Just waiting for that weekly close. And it's already up a little bit in the after hours, and it did have a little bit of bounce at the end of the day. So not too shabby there. AMD working nicely now on the short of what I had left. The portion I covered on Friday, unfortunate, took a loss on that, but the portion that I held onto is now in profit again, and AMD gave back that whole gain from Friday. So, and I mean, a new spot to risk now. If the stock wants to go sideways and chop around a little bit there, it can risk a close above 516 or so, and again, target down to the low 400s on AMD. Thesis is still the same there. Net, another down day here on this stock. I've been short. Love what I'm seeing. Monthly chart can possibly form a blow-off move here, or like a upper wick on the monthly chart. If it can close, we have 12 more days to go. CrowdStrike, same thing. You guys already know. We have 12 more days. Let's get an upper wick and then pull back big time. All time frames needs a correction here. Maybe the 50 EMA can come soon. On that note, any other charts I want to look at? Meta was weak again today, 4.5% down. This chart kind of looks uglier and uglier by the day. It looks like a stage 4 or stage 3 topping process. I mean, these stage 3 topping processes have failed a lot in the past or the last 2 years. With you can name it with Nvidia, with Microsoft, but this chart does not look good. I mean, maybe if it comes back down and shakes out again, the low 500s can maybe get long it, but no, this chart just does not look good. Apple, as usual, does the inverse of the AI trade. When the AI trade goes down, Apple goes up, and that's exactly what happened today with Apple up $4.50 because the AI trade was down. Netflix continues to slowly just grind up from that earnings bottom. We were bullish down here after the earnings, but continues to go up there. Google, nothing to see here. Microsoft, nothing to see here anymore. On individual names, I think a lot of people got rug pulled in the semis. A lot of people were long Intel with these like 3-day consolidation, thinking it's going to break higher and then get caught in a gap down. A lot of people got caught in the gap down today, being a little bit unprepared for, or being a little bit too confident in these charts that weren't actually that good looking. And there were some signs with those upper wicks, especially like Micron upper wick yesterday. There was a sign that I wanted to gap down today. And I already mentioned that SOXX was clearly showing those signs on the last couple of days. I pointed out in the video yesterday. But for any other setups, energy continues to trend up. These charts are spectacular. Other than that, no, that's about it for today's recap. Not watching much else right now outside of crypto. That's probably the only thing I'm watching. But if you guys enjoyed the video or learned something from this, please make sure to like, follow if it's on Twitter, like and subscribe if it's on YouTube. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.